I left my weak husband and his toxic family. I never thought I'd be one of those women pouring my heart out on Reddit, but here I am. My name is Anya, I'm 35 and I'm at my wit's end. I've always been driven. I built my own company from the ground up and I'm fiercely proud of what I've accomplished. I'm not just talking about comfortable living. We're talking about serious, life-changing success. I share this not to brag, but because it's crucial to understanding my situation. My husband, David, 37, well, he's a good man. I truly believe that deep down. He's kind, he's gentle, he's supportive in a lot of ways. But he's also incredibly weak-willed, especially when it comes to his family. His parents, in particular, have always had an outsized influence on his life. They're old money, the kind of people who've never had to worry about a thing, and they've never fully approved of me. They see my ambition, my independence as unseemly, not the kind of docile, stay-at-home wife they envisioned for their son. When we started dating, things were great. Nothing could have prepared me for the position I'm in today. There were no signs, or maybe I was just blinded. But his parents were nice, even though his sister was always cold towards me. Things went downhill 1 year into our marriage when they found out how much I made and that the prenup I and David signed wasn't just to protect their son. At first, it wasn't much, but then it just kept escalating. Even David changed. He became so weak and nothing like the man I married. But I stayed because I still loved him. His parents would always undermine me. Little digs about my career, implying I'm neglecting David, criticizing my clothes, my friends, even the way I decorate our home. It's a constant low-level hum of disapproval. And David, he just shrugs. They don't mean anything by it, Anya. Just let it go. The number of times I'm told, just let it go. It began to fester and chip away at me. It didn't stop at his parents. His sister, Emily, became a whole other level of entitled. She never worked a day in her life, flitting from one expensive hobby to another, always with her parents' financial safety net beneath her. She treats David like her personal ATM, constantly asking for loans she never repays, and he always gives in. We've been married for 7 years now. 7 years of me biting my tongue, trying to keep the peace, trying to make David see that his family's behavior is toxic. I've tried talking to him, calmly explaining how their constant criticism and demands make me feel. I've even tried couples therapy, but David just clams up, unwilling to confront the real issue. His inability to stand up to his family made me resent him. Things hit the fan when his sister Emily decided to have a destination wedding and everyone expected us to foot the bill. She wanted a lavish wedding, complete with a celebrity chef, a designer gown, and a week-long series of events. I did not find out about this until it was time to pay the bills, but there wasn't enough in our joint account. I was so confused because the joint account is strictly for the house and both David and I have been adding the same amount to it for years, so there is no way we should be out of money. When David got home, I questioned him, and that's when the whole truth came out. David's parents and Emily decided that we should foot the bill. Not contribute, not help out, but pay for the entire thing. When the words left David's mouth, I almost didn't believe him. They want us to pay for the whole wedding? I asked, my voice trembling with disbelief. He avoided my eyes. It's what they want, Anya. It would mean so much to them. David, I said, my voice rising, this is insane. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars. We have our own financial goals. We're trying to expand my business. We're saving for retirement. We can't just throw away that kind of money on a week-long party in Italy. He sighed, the familiar sound of his surrender. Please, Anya. Just this once. It would mean so much to them and it would make things so much easier for me. Easier for you? I repeated, my voice filled with fury. What about me, David? What did you think was going to happen when I saw that my money was also gone from the joint account? He just looked at me, that same pleading look he always gives me. And in that moment I felt it. I felt disgust and resentment. Years of me being second to his family, years of my dreams and ambitions being sacrificed for their whims. And I knew I couldn't do it anymore. I want to divorce David, I said, my voice surprisingly calm. He looked genuinely shocked. Divorce? Anya, what are you talking about? We can work this out. No, David, I said, shaking my head. We can't. Not anymore. I'm tired. I'm tired of fighting for a place in my marriage. I'm tired of being an ATM for your family. I'm tired of you always choosing them over me. He tried arguing, then he switched to begging and even went as far as saying he would get the money back. But I knew deep down that nothing would ever really change. Not as long as he refused to stand up to his family. So Reddit, am I overreacting? Or am I finally doing what's best for myself? Update 1. Hey guys, short update. It's been a month since I dropped the D-bomb on David and the fallout has been, well, it's been exactly what I expected and yet somehow so much worse. I left to stay at my dad's house since he lives close by, giving David a 30-day notice to move out. He's been calling me nonstop. He even showed up at my office, a bouquet of lilies clutched in his hand, looking like a lost puppy. My colleagues gave me sympathetic yet slightly awkward, glances as I politely but firmly told him to leave. I can't even look at lilies anymore. They smell like desperation. After David left the house, I went back home. I had my lawyer start the divorce process. Not only the divorce, I've also decided to sue for all the misplaced funds from the joint account. David will be getting the papers soon, and I don't know if I am prepared for his reaction. Day 2. Hey Reddit, it's me again, back with another update for you all. David got served a few days ago, and well, my phone and social media have been hell ever since. The harassment from David and his family is so overwhelming, but the way they are acting solidified my decision to leave. David's parents have been posting on social media and dragging my name through the mud. I ignored them, thinking things couldn't get worse, until I received videos and messages from Emily showing that David had been cheating on me on and off for 2 years. I was floored. I could feel my heart shatter in my chest. How could he? I mumbled to myself. I cried so much, but I eventually pulled myself together and sent it all to my lawyer. I was now going to take everything I could from David and make his family pay. Especially David. After documenting everything, I blocked David's parents and sister. My lawyer then reached out to David's lawyer to get things moving and give David the new terms, since he had been dragging things out. During the meeting, my lawyer showed David's lawyer some of what was collected and told them that we would be enforcing the prenup. David's face went pale when he saw the messages. I can explain, he stammered, but my lawyer quickly wrapped up the meeting and we left. After that meeting, David went quiet, but that silence didn't last long. His parents, of course, are in full crisis mode. They showed up at my door. I was at work, but my doorbell and cameras caught everything. They banged on the door, yelling for me to come out and that they just wanted to talk. I normally park inside my garage, so most people normally assume I'm home unless they see me leave or close enough to have my number. Anyway, his parents banged for a few minutes, yelling, then they tried a key, which shocked me. Like the audacity to think I wouldn't change my locks and to think they would try to enter my house. I contacted my neighbor Marie. She and I are good friends. I filled her in on the situation and she went out to confront them. There was a short screaming match, but then they left. After this happened, I decided to sue his parents for harassment and defamation. I'll let you guys know what happens when they get notified. Update 3. Last update. Hey guys, this will be my last update. After David and his family were notified, things quickly progressed. They contacted my lawyer to settle things out of court because they wanted to save their reputation, and well, I agreed simply because I was over the whole mess and they were paying more than what I was suing for. I also got back the money David took, and the divorce got fast-tracked because he agreed to the new terms. He must have realized things weren't looking good for him, or maybe his parents told him to agree. Either way, things went better than I expected. It's been 9 months since all this went down and I haven't spoken to David since. Our friend group was split down the middle, which was fine by me. The ones that left weren't that close anyway. Less contacts, you know. Since I had blocked David and everyone close to him, I had no idea what was going on with him. That's until a friend we made along the way started feeding our group information. We were all at this get-together when the topic of David came up. This was when everyone learned that our little friend Kim was friends with someone who chats with David. Try to picture our shocked faces and the laughter that followed. She realized she knew who we were talking about when some of the things matched what she heard from that friend. Then Kim, amazing as ever, started to fill in the blanks for us. David no longer talks to his parents. Yeah, I was just as shocked as you guys when I found out little David got a backbone, except it's not what we all thought. Apparently, David and Emily got into a huge fight once he found out she sent me the evidence I used to enforce the prenup. He was so angry that he allegedly hit her. His parents took Emily's side after seeing her face and told David he had to get out of their house because he was no longer their son. David cursed his parents out after what they said to him and told them he wanted back all the money he spent on their good-for-nothing daughter, which led to the cops being called and Emily pressing charges against David. I have no idea if any of this is true, but it's what Kim told us. Kim also said the family has been dragging each other on Facebook and everyone now treats David like he is unwanted. It was rather amusing to hear this, but I felt nothing. But I guess my feelings are valid after everything that happened between me and them. Anyway, thanks to everyone who helped me and gave me great advice.